Reviews, the biggest news, the what's new, and the who's who. Welcome to the Daily Gamer Podcast with Joe Mango and James.
Welcome to the Daily Gamer Podcast for number 14.
Woo, 14.
With me, Joe Mango, and
James.
And our special guest today, we have got Arby.
Yeah.
How are you doing, man?
How are you, Arby?
Good.
Arby is a fantastic videographer and editor. He helps us out with our videos. And he's also a big gaming nerd, mainly on Valorant.
Yeah,
FPS
superstar.
games,
Yeah, he is really good at Valorant, but whenever I try and play with him, he gets really angry at me. He's like, "You're not listening to my comms." I'm like, "You're saying subway or bathroom, and I don't know all of the different places in Valorant." Because they
You
come
need
up with
communication in
Yeah.
this game, so
It's true. The communication on Valorant, you definitely need it, and I am definitely not the one for the communication.
Even though you talk so much.
Yeah, it's true. No, it's because I'm just like not paying attention. I'm just like, I just run around with a shotgun. I'm trying to get an ace, and it never works. But anyway, we like to start our podcast with a talk topic. And the one that we've chosen today is the games that we wish we could play, but we haven't had time to, or in James's case, PlayStation exclusive, and he doesn't have a PlayStation.
Yeah, I don't have a PS5, so I miss out on a lot of those exclusives.
Yeah, exactly. So there's
Not
quite a lot of
fair.
games that I mean, you just, first of all, there's so many games, it's hard to play them all. And when you have full-time jobs and stuff like that, it's hard to get the time to be able to, you kind of have to pick and choose, like, I'm going to play this game.
Exactly.
It's over this
You
one.
got
which
to
is-
plan your time wisely.
Which is sad sometimes, though.
Yeah.
James, do you want to kick things off?
Yeah.
What is the game you wish you could have played?
Sure. Well, I mean, PS5 has a whole library of really good stuff. So I'm going to have to say God of War Ragnarok. And that's something that, I have a PS4, but I don't want to play it on that because I want the full experience.
Yeah.
And obviously, I don't have a PS5, so I can't play it yet.
I'm
And
kind
it's
of
really annoying me.
I'm kind of in the same boat of you there. I have a PS4 and I'm like, should I get it? But again, but unfortunately as well, I actually haven't played any God of War. I know.
That's a killer.
It is really bad. And it's one of the games that, especially when it won Game of the Year, I was like, all right, it's one Game of the Year. I've got to play that game. Still haven't.
Also, like the old ones were back when you were pretty young, though, weren't they?
Yeah, I think I was a bit younger when they were out, and I wasn't playing those sorts of games.
You weren't allowed to.
I was addicted to RuneScape at the time, I think. Yeah.
Nerd.
Have you played it, Arby, at God of War?
no. What was the?
You're just on
last-
PC, though, aren't you? So,
Yeah, I'm more on a PC guy, so
PC Master Race.
although I think they did make, years later, God of War, like the one that came out before God of War Ragnarok.
yeah.
was
That
it in
one,
PS4?
they put it on PC evenally,
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
last
Yeah.
year
like last year.
or this year. Can't
No,
No,
it's
last year, definitely
2023
last year.
now. So
Yeah.
yeah, they put that out on the start of 2022, I think, which was quite funny because then everyone modded it.
Yeah, and they changed the character. They changed Kratos into like
Shrek.
Barney or Shrek
Yeah.
or something.
They just do whatever they want, don't
yeah,
they?
it's super fun.
I've got one for you, and again, it's another killer. Which again, please don't hate me for this because I'm so sad. The Last of Us.
Oh, I was.
You
You were gonna say
you
that?
Yeah.
bloody.
I mean the new one. I played the what's this? The old one.
The old one. Okay. Well, you played
Part-
Last of Us 1.
Part one.
Yeah, the part
Played
one.
Part one.
So
Okay.
I miss playing the part 2. So
I didn't play any of them,
Oh
and it's so bad. It's so bad.
Well, the thing is, like, for me, I've only played it quite late on, so I played
Yeah.
like a remastered version.
oh yeah.
So I eventually caught on. and
Yeah.
That was fantastic. I'm really glad I did that.
What I want to do is I've been saving, like, wait until I get a PS5, and then I'm going to play, because they brought out the PS5 versions of The Last of Us now.
Yep.
Like, remastered for, like, the
Yeah.
5th time.
Yeah.
So I think I'll get a PlayStation 5, and then I'll just smash God of War, The Last of Us, and I might have to quit my job for 6 months, but, it'll be totally worth it.
Yeah, do it.
Arby, what have you got?
I haven't played. I wanted to play Elden Ring.
Oh, you
so
haven't
bad.
played it?
Yeah.
Oh,
I really don't have the time.
yeah. It's a game you have to sink in a lot of time to it.
Yeah. I've seen like footages of the actual gameplay, and because I'm more on a FPS guy, I really need to spend time playing this kind of games.
Yeah,
exactly.
You really need to put a lot of like time and effort.
It's a different skill you kind of have to learn, I guess. Yeah. I mean, I'm like 70 hours into Elden Ring, and I still haven't completed it. It's so difficult. But, I mean, some of the bosses, I think I might have done them like 50, 60 times. And it's pretty difficult. But to be honest, like once you start to get good at the dodging and the like you start to learn the mechanics of that one fight, it's so rewarding when you finally beat them. It's like the best feeling ever.
It's the training that you go through.
It really is. Yeah. Like it is like you put the work in and you do get rewarded for it.
Yeah.
And it is quite cool. Yeah.
I'm guilty of that as well. I've given it a go, but I haven't given it a go.
Oh,
you know
no.
what I mean? I like played around with it for a bit, and I was like, "Nah, it's not for me. I can't be bothered." And then I keep seeing it, and then you keep talking about it. I'm like, okay, that's one that if I had like infinite time, this would be the one I sit down and like really put my
I kind of told my wife, I was like, "Listen, we've got a stream on Daily Gamer every week, so I need to dedicate 4 hours a week to streaming." And I just streamed Elden Ring for like ages. And yeah, I mean, I enjoyed it a lot, and I did get to a point though where I was like, it's just too much time now, because I thought I would have completed it by then. And then I started playing League of Legends.
Fair enough. I mean, that's pick up and play, isn't it?
Yeah, because it was just easy. I could jump into a game for half an hour and then jump off. Like Elden Ring, you have to, like, if you spend 30 minutes on it, you get nowhere.
Yeah.
Like, you have to be spending like 2 hours on it just to like be like, oh, I've progressed slightly. So yeah, that one was a good. I mean, for you guys, Elden Ring, I mean, Game of the Year as well.
Yeah.
I mean, it's as bad as God of War and Last of Us for me. But James, you got any more?
Gran Turismo 7.
Ooh, okay.
This is another PS5.
You're a car guy as well.
Yeah, I love my racing games. And it just annoys me that, you know, I'm always like the first one to jump onto a really good racing sim. Gran Turismo 7. Gran Turismo series is fantastic.
Yeah. I've been playing that since I was like young as well.
Exactly,
it's lovely.
like PlayStation 1 days. And I've played up to, you know, on and off some of them when I had PlayStations, and then Gran Turismo Sport was the last one I played.
Okay.
PS4. And then I was like, okay, I get the same sort of idea as God of War. Like, I don't have PS5. I want to have the full experience. And this one's killing me because it's one of the best ones in the series.
It looks amazing.
Yeah.
Like the graphics, I don't know why, but it's just like car games in general over the last couple of years have gone from being like cool graphics
so good
to insane graphics.
Too hard to tell what's real and what isn't.
100%. Yeah. It's absolutely mental.
Plus, they're making a movie, Gran Turismo movie.
Oh yeah? Have they not made one ever before?
No,
they made a what's that other game? Need for Speed. They made a Need for Speed movie, didn't they?
Oh, that was crap. Wasn't it?
Yeah,
they're also releasing, like, I've heard, like, they're also releasing this HBO series of Last of Us.
Yes.
Yeah, that's turning into a TV series.
That's true. I'll tell you what, I heard it's got some pretty insane reviews.
Oh, mate, it's exploding.
Comes out on the 15th?
15, something like that?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. I mean, they're jumping onto the whole gaming series movies in general. But I mean, I loved it when they released the World of Warcraft movie, Warcraft.
Oh, yeah.
And I was
that was all right, wasn't it?
I loved it. I mean, I played World of Warcraft a lot. So for me, I was like,
Yeah, you're
and I was just like, I watched it and I was like, that's amazing. And then like 6 months later, I was like, I hope they do another one, kind of thing, you know, waiting. They still haven't done another one, so I was a bit sad about that.
I think it's in the works. I think there's rumors going around there's going to be a sequel to that.
I hope so, because it was fantastic, and they kind of left it on a point where you're like, they could make another one, and it would just easily go from the story they've gone from.
Yeah.
Horizon Forbidden West. For me, that's another one. Is that PlayStation exclusive as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I played the first one.
I gotta be honest. You kind of don't realize how many PlayStation exclusives there are with the top games.
They really do well.
Because obviously Microsoft were saying, you know, they're trying to buy Activision Blizzard, and they were saying that, you know, they're being searched for it, or what do you call it? Not searched, like the government is. What do you call it? Research. They're basically researching. The government are researching them to make sure they're not creating a monopoly.
Right.
The governing board of gaming or whatever.
Okay.
Because you can't have monopoly. Yeah. And obviously Microsoft are a massive gaming company.
Yeah.
So, but then they were saying, but PlayStation have loads.
Yeah.
But no one's ever said anything about all of PlayStation's, exclusives that they have.
Their IPs. Yeah.
And they're saying, but it's just Call of Duty. It's mainly just Call of Duty. And they said that they would leave Call of Duty on PlayStation as well.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. I don't see a problem with it.
No.
Why not?
Let's let them compete, eh?
Yeah, but Horizon Forbidden West, it looks amazing. And again, like, it's pretty cool kind of synopsis, I guess. Like,
It's a great concept. It's a great world. If you played the first one, I mean, I sunk myself into the first one.
Really?
I love that one. It's just such
Aloy
or Aloy, the ginger hero, female archery.
It's quite. I mean, you're basically fighting dinosaur robots.
Yeah, it's so cool.
Who came up with that? Fighting dinosaur robots.
What was
in
that similar game that they have, like Dragon something? I think it's similar to Horizon. Like
really?
You fight like dinosaurs and mechanical dinosaurs or whatever. I forgot.
No idea. There's probably a few rip-offs in there.
Yeah, I mean, there's
it's
Ark.
a big game.
Ark Survival.
Oh, yeah. Ark. Yeah. You're right. It's called Ark. Yeah.
Massively
Ark
multiplayer online.
Survival.
Ark Survival. Yeah.
Yeah, that one's a massive game. Yeah. Yeah, Ark Survival Evolved.
Yeah.
That one.
This one.
Yeah. That one's really good as well. I think it's free, isn't it? I think it's free online.
Possibly.
I want to say.
We should give it a go. I think it's survival, isn't it? So you got to spend time.
Yeah. It's kind of like maybe like Rust or something.
Yeah.
With
dinosaurs.
Rust kills me. Have you got any more, Arby?
I really wanted to play Super Smash Brothers.
Oh, you never played it?
Never.
To be fair, I played it
like
a little
Switch
bit.
Exclusive or?
Yeah, it's only on the Switch. Yeah.
Nintendo game. Yeah.
Nintendo in general. Yeah. I mean, to be honest, I gave it a little bit of a go, but I think it's one of those ones, like, especially to have, like, when you got friends around and stuff. Just
you need someone to play against, like on the couch. Don't you?
For sure. I've actually got a Switch and I barely ever play it. I just played it a bit for Mario Kart racing and that was about it.
Yeah.
So maybe we should do a Switch party.
Yeah,
Switch party.
And we should play together. Wait, so because you can get like I guess you can play 4-player, right? On Super Smash Brothers.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
you just need to like add controllers.
Yeah.
A couple more. Yeah.
You just smash each other. James, any others?
Well, I'm going to go back in time.
It sounded like the start of a song. I'm going to go back in time.
Back in time. The year is 1984.
Carry on.
Kind of. Do you remember the Sega Game Gear?
What?
The handheld Sega Portable.
Oh, yeah.
The Game Gear.
I don't really know that. I was maybe a bit before my time. I know what you're talking about, but I never used it.
So Sega's quite successful portable. I really wanted one. I never got one. All my friends had one. I must have been, like 10 years old, something
34.
Like that. 34. Still 36, actually. I still want one.
Yeah.
So this was something I really wanted, but I can't have everything. I had a Game Boy. I can't have a Game Gear as well.
Yeah.
My parents were not into that.
Was there a specific game on there that you wanted to play?
Yeah, it was all the Sonic games, really. I dreamt of playing Sonic because it was color. It was a color screen, and it was revolutionary at the time. And all I wanted to do was play Sonic in bed and just spend hours and hours on it. But that's something I missed out on. And then obviously I can play Sonic now, but it's not the same, is it?
I mean, the old Sonic. I remember we were on like holiday once, and my brother had Sonic on his PC, and he had paused it. And I went and started playing on it, and I died or whatever. I didn't realize that back then, obviously, once you died, you go back to the start of the game,
first level.
So right back to the start, and he was so angry with me. I got a bit of a beating, I think. Yeah,
deservedly.
Again, another big one for me. This is probably the last one I can think of right now, but I've just gone for the big ones.
Go on.
The Legend of Zelda,
bruh.
Oh, that's again Nintendo, and Breath of the Wild. Yeah, Game of the Year.
Is it the new one?
No, the new one doesn't come out till next month, I think.
The sequel to Breath of the Wild.
Which is something
coming soon.
Water related. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head now.
Water of the Wild.
But yeah, to be honest, that one as well. I remember going around someone's house and they were playing it, and I sat there for like 2 hours just watching them play, and it was just like magical. And I was like, I'm gonna play that. I'm gonna do it, and I still haven't had time. I'm thinking what I'll do is I'll buy it on my Switch when I know I've got like a really long plane journey or something, and then just smash it like 8 hours to the UK or something. Just smash it.
Yeah, I have it on the Switch. I play it. I drop into it every now and then. Still, if I've got some time.
Still going into it. Is it that like?
I've had it for like ages.
That's what I mean. Like you can still just jump in and just carry on playing it and just having fun still.
Yeah, exactly.
That's nice. I like that.
Have you played Arby?
No,
or any of them?
I need to buy a Switch.
Yeah.
But even like the old ones as well, like they were crazy successful. Even the old school SNES, Zeldas and things like that.
Look, sorry, just beef with Nintendo really quick. I feel like Nintendo annoys me because even Breath of the Wild, it's still the same price as when it first came out.
Oh, Nintendo always do that.
I went to buy it. Yeah, it was still like 280 dirhams.
$60.
Yeah, it's still nuts. The same price as it was. When did it come out? 2018?
Yeah.
2019?
Something like that, even earlier than that.
Maybe even earlier. But either way, I was like, yeah, have a Google. But yeah, like I was like, yeah, I'll get that because it'll be cheaper. And even Mario Kart Racing, that's been out for ages. Still the same price as when it first came out.
Occasionally they'll have a sale, but it's like 3% off or something stupid like that.
So that annoys me about Nintendo because, yeah, if you want to buy a Switch now, you still got to pay the same price as if you bought the Switch ages ago.
Yeah.
But what you can...
Yeah, it's 2017.
2017. What? Okay, can I just say my initial thought was 2017 and then I changed it to 2018 thinking, nah, that's too long ago. But yeah, 2017. That's crazy. And then the sequel obviously coming out next month, which should be good.
Yeah. Be nuts.
Nice. Well, I mean, as fun that was, it was also slightly depressing, wasn't it? Because, there's so many games that I really wish I could play.
We can always hope, maybe someone's listening to us and will send us a gift.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that would be lovely. Nintendo, PlayStation 5.
Or at least give us some discounts.
Yeah. I'll be happy with 50% off, please.
Yeah.
All right, awesome. All right, well, there you go. There are the games that we wish we had time to play, or in James's case, he wishes he had a PS5 that he could play it.
Please.
The Switch.
Yeah, I want to give a shout out for the console they want.
PS5 as well, please.
Yeah.
And a new gaming PC whilst we're at it.
Go on then. I've got some new releases coming up for you.
Ooh, what have you got?
It's going to be a cracking year, I think. First 3 months, we've got 3 really, really good games to be looking forward to. The first one is, this month, Dead Space.
Oh, yes. They've remade it.
Yeah, they remade Dead Space from the ground up. It's a survival horror game developed by EA. The first one came out in 2008.
But
because of its success and, it's really worth... improving its technology and
I think people are still playing that one.
Yeah, probably
100%.
Yeah, and it's getting a re-release, a complete remake. But yeah, looking forward to that.
I'm excited for that.
If you like scary survival.
That is going to be cool.
Yeah. The following month, February, a big thing everyone knows about this one. It's Hogwarts Legacy.
Oh, I'm so excited for this. It looks amazing.
Yeah, the Harry Potter really cool. Open world action RPG.
Yeah,
where you can be your own wizard.
It's so cool. Come on, it's so cool. It's like they had Harry Potter games in the past, but it was kind of like you had to play this story and you had to do this, whatever. Exactly, but this is like your own world. You can do whatever you want.
Exactly.
It looks amazing.
Proper RPG, and that comes out on February the 10th.
Excited for that,
Xbox Series X, S, and PC. The following month, in March, another big one. It's the sequel to Star Wars.
The Last
Fallen
Jedi.
Order.
Fallen Order. Oh, okay.
Yep, it's a sequel to that. Star Wars Jedi Survivor. That comes out on March 17th, and that continues the story of Cal Kestis, where he jumps between quite a few planets from the Star Wars universe, including Coruscant.
I like it. So that in that one, you basically just play as like one Jedi, and you kind of go on his story.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
he's going to be a bit older in this one, and
it looks really cool. I mean, all Star Wars stuff I'm always into.
Exactly.
And the first one that they did of this kind of Star Wars game was amazing.
Yeah,
so I'm really excited.
The lightsaber was like the coolest thing you could ever use.
You could do so much with it. Amazing. All right, awesome, James. Well, thank you for your updates of upcoming releases.
You're very welcome.
I have got your weekly gaming news right now. Some pretty cool stuff. We were just talking about Hogwarts Legacy, right? Upcoming game. But guess who is playing the headmaster? They have announced it.
Go on, tell me.
Simon Pegg.
Oh, cool.
Simon Pegg, the British actor. He is going to be, he was in a lot of...
for, what's it called?
The zombie movie. Is that what you're thinking of?
Yeah.
What's it called? He was in Hot Fuzz as well. And Shaun of the Dead.
Shaun of the Dead.
Shaun of the Dead. The rip-off from Dawn of the Dead.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty cool. So they've announced that he is going to be voicing the headmaster, who apparently is not very nice.
Ooh, evil.
Yeah, he's going to be really nasty. His actual name is Phineas Nigelius Black.
Okay.
Yeah, so he's I don't know if you're big into Harry Potter.
Is he from the books then?
Yeah, well, it's like Sirius Black. He's in it.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and whatever. So he's a relative of Sirius Black, but it's set 100 years before.
Okay, got it.
Harry Potter. So Sirius would have not been alive at that point. But anyway, but yeah, pretty cool. So Simon Pegg is going to be playing the Hogwarts Legacy Headmaster.
Great
Pretty
news.
cool. Also, Forza Horizon, the racing game.
Yeah,
Pretty
the open
cool.
world racing game. Yeah,
Exactly. Well, a bunch of the people who worked on Forza Horizon with their studio Playground Games, that's the developer, they've all left to start their new AAA game studio.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
It's called Maverick Games, and they've got a guy who's the creative director and co-founder of it. He's kind of leading the whole thing, and he was also a creative director at Playground Games.
Yeah, okay.
But I just thought, that's kind of crazy that, he gets all the team together. Guys, I'm starting my own company.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? And he just got 10 of the people who work there, the head of music, the head of this, the head of that. They all left.
Well, there must be
start their own
some
one.
big new vision that they're all excited about, and they get a chance to really.
But for sure, but surely you have to sign a non-compete or something like that. I don't know. It's a bit
We'll
crazy.
see. I mean, the gaming industry is pretty complicated, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. And people are using AI to cheat in Rocket League.
What?
If you ever played Rocket League before, it's the most infuriating game because it's so difficult, especially when you're playing against someone who actually knows what they're doing.
Yeah.
But basically, you're like a car in a giant football pitch, and you have to try and get a giant ball into the goal.
Yeah.
But it's way more hard than you think.
Yeah,
it's a lot harder than you think.
You have to control the car in the air and
Exactly.
spins and power and
Well,
stuff.
these guys have created an AI that basically it learns. It's a learning
Of course it
AI,
does, yeah.
and apparently it can just do stuff that no player has ever been able to do. And they actually created it for the game to basically be able to go against it.
As bots.
Yeah, as bots. So you could basically be because they chuck bots into the game all the time, but they basically created these bots to be really good.
Yeah.
So people can play, the guys who are top level are able to actually train against bots and actually do, get better and stuff like that.
Exactly, yeah.
But apparently no one can beat the AI now. They made it too good. But now people are using it to cheat, which isn't good.
Yeah, but how do you do that? Do you just create a player and...
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I haven't looked into it that hard, to be honest with you.
But yeah, no one likes cheating.
I'm
so.
not super technical.
Yeah.
They're a bit sad that people are using it to cheat, but what did they expect?
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, there you go. That is your gaming news of the week.
I'm going to talk about the Last of Us TV show now.
Yeah, Last of Us TV show. So excited for this. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah, if you're not familiar, it is a TV show coming out next week, and it's based on a really successful game series called Last of Us. There's 2 parts. The first part came out on the PS4 in 2013.
Wow, that long ago.
That long ago.
Wow.
And it was, it's basically a visceral, very deep horror survival adventure game.
Very emotional game.
Very emotional, very strong.
Yeah, the
pulls on
storyline is amazing. The voice acting in it is incredible.
The mocap's nuts as well.
So good. In fact, Last of Us Part 2 was the most awarded game ever.
Yeah.
Up until a week ago, and Elden Ring has just beaten it.
Wow.
I know, but pretty cool. I mean, still second most awarded game ever. Pretty cool.
Yeah, not to take anything away from it. And yeah, Part 2 came out in 2020 on I think it's PS4 as well.
Nice.
And then, as you said, it's been under a few reiterations and remasters.
They've remastered it a bunch of times. Yeah,
exactly. Still milking it to the point of a fully fledged TV show, which is actually the biggest film project in Canada.
Wow.
Ever.
Wow, really?
Largest television production.
Wow, that is pretty incredible.
Yeah. So
it looks amazing, and I'm so excited for the casting. Pedro Pascal. I love Pedro Pascal.
Pedro Pascal of Game of Thrones fame and
The Mandalorian.
Mandalorian,
yeah.
Yeah. And not to take anything away from the main star of the show, Bella Ramsey.
Yes.
Who plays Ellie.
Yes. She was also in Game of Thrones.
That's right.
Very cool. I kind of forgot that they were both in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
But yeah, she was 8 years old when she was in Game of Thrones, and she was amazing.
Yeah, she's such a strong character, yeah.
And then obviously Pedro Pascal's Mandalorian. It's also pretty cool.
He's incredible. So really excited to see that. And I mean, reviews are going nuts already with a strong 97% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Wow. I've seen all the reviews been coming in literally the last kind of 3-4 days all like 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10,
all
9
really
out of 10,
positive, yeah.
100%, 98%. Oh,
And
I'm
even
so excited.
Even The Guardian saying it's TV finally has the perfect video game adaptation.
Oh,
And that's really selling it, isn't it?
that is cool. You know what though? I can't wait for Elden Ring to do a TV adaptation.
Oh, could you imagine?
That'd be so
That'd be great.
cool. Oh my!
George R. R. Martin to write the
write the movie.
write the story. Yeah.
Oh, movie or TV? I think movie.
We digress.
I don't know. We do digress. But yeah, I'm super excited about that. It comes out in 2 days on the 15th, right? On Sunday.
Yeah, amazing. I'll be sat down watching that.
That's going to be good. Make sure you check that one out. The Last of Us TV show.
So let's talk about some nerdy things.
Oh, I like it.
Virtual power plants. Do you know what they are?
I have no idea.
So, they kind of harness the power that we get or store in batteries. They could be batteries from your cars, batteries from your homes.
Okay.
And basically, they create a power plant that's made from power that's already there and stored.
I see.
Either from solar power or whatever, renewable energy source that you could be using.
Yeah.
And a virtual power plant is something that will harness all that power just in case there's a blackout in a city or something like that. And it'll have like a big, huge backup battery across the city that it can use as power from.
So you have a backup battery in your house, or it's like at this plant?
It could be at the plant, but it could also be at your house.
Oh,
so
okay.
a lot of countries, you're allowed to have solar power in your house, but at least as long as you can give back to the grid or put some of that power back into the...
Oh, yes. I'm with you. Yeah, because they give grants, don't they? So if you want to have a solar panel house, then they give you money to help do that if you give them back power.
Give it back power. So helping renewable targets and zero carbon footprint, things like that.
I like that. That's really cool.
So if you're, it's not too much to do with gaming, but if you're doing a long session online and then power cuts, you've got the backup power of that virtual power station.
I like it. That is really cool.
I thought that was.
I know that was nerdy, James, but I feel educated.
Yeah,
thank you for that.
Very good. And the UK, the latest country to join the space race.
Yeah.
It's been talked about for years. Virgin. Been talking about getting to space, doing
Virgin
space flights.
Galactic, right?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
But this is actually Virgin Orbit, and they were planning to get some satellites into orbit.
Okay,
but it failed because of an anomaly.
Oh, so what? This is the UK's first ever time trying to launch a space
into
rocket.
Space, and unfortunately, it wasn't very successful.
So what did it do? It just it took off and then just
something
went back down.
They couldn't quite work it out, or haven't released exactly what happened, but they lost a bunch of satellites, and didn't go very well.
Wait. Did it go up and destroy satellites? Oh my god, this is horrible.
I'm not sure.
All right, UK. I think we know that we should leave that up to other countries.
Yeah, the US and Russia maybe. But they've given it a good go, so hopefully the next flight will be successful.
Sure Richard over there, Branson, he's got enough money. He'll just keep trying.
Yeah, exactly.
Fair enough. All right, well, thank you for your tech news, James.
No worries.
Got your top 5 games of the week, and we're going to be doing top 5 games for VR that you can check out, because the PlayStation VR comes out next month.
That does
VR 2, which looks incredible. It looks really cool. And obviously you've got the Oculus Quest 2 as well, so you've got a lot of ways to play VR nowadays.
Plenty of options, yeah.
And it's kind of affordable as well, so not too bad. Beat Saber, I'm sure if you've played VR, you've probably played...
Oh, it was the first game I picked up and played, yeah.
It's so much fun. You basically have 2 swords almost, and these different coloured cubes fly at you, and you've got to hit them to the beat of the music.
That's right.
Boom, 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 boom,
it's kind of like Guitar Hero, but with lightsabers.
Exactly, and it's really, really fun. I've also got the Climb 2.
Oh, cool.
So basically, this is like rock climbing,
but
it's
not
pretty
for
cool.
Vertigo sufferers.
No, if you're not into your heights, and these are the type of games that you see people play in VR, and then they jump off a building or something, in VR, and then they just smash into the TV.
Oh gosh, yeah,
love it. But so they've got lots of different kind of places for you to climb, from alpine mountain ranges to urban cityscapes and some really nice views. And they even have a leaderboard, a global leaderboard, so you can see how well you're doing compared to other people. Wow. It's a pretty easy mechanic. You just use your hands to grip and move up
Yeah.
And it's quite cool.
Cool.
So yeah, there's that one. We've also got Resident Evil 4 VR.
Oh.
I mean, who doesn't love Resident Evil?
That would be frightening.
Yeah, exactly. You know, but I love VR games with zombies in it because it just you have to look around all the time and you kind of it feels really real, kind of. You know, you get really into it. So obviously, Resident Evil is a massive franchise with really cool horror games.
Yeah.
But it's kind of a first-person shooter perspective. Also, I've got In Death Unchained. Now, this basically says Dark Souls, but in VR.
No way.
Dark Souls, but in VR. So that's like kind of like the Elden Ring, if you played that recently, whatever.
Yeah, okay.
It's kind of scary, like weird environment with lots of like different creatures, and it's a bit spooky.
And it's gonna be really difficult, right?
It says it is absolutely brutal, as in the difficulty. So it's a punishing game that keeps you coming back for more, which is Dark Souls, basically.
Yeah.
But here's the kicker. From what I can see, it's only limited to different types of bows and arrows.
Oh, that's it.
So it's just bows and arrows. But
I like
apparently
that.
it's really satisfying to shoot.
Yeah.
with your
I
bows and
played a
arrows.
few games with the bow and arrow mechanic.
Yeah, it looks
It's
quite
really
cool.
good fun.
So make sure you check that one out. It's called In Death Unchained on VR.
Nice.
And this one, by far, number one, Tetris in VR.
Wait, what?
Tetris. It's called Tetris Effect Connected. And it's basically normal Tetris, but it uses a lot of music elements and also a lot of visual elements as well.
I see.
That are kind of on the screen whilst you're playing Tetris. And I mean, to be honest, there's not much more I can say about that. It says musical rhythms and vivid colors.
Cool.
Yeah, it means your experience can vary wildly from meditative. Anyway, however you say it, depending on which level you play, it can be different. But
Wow,
that is
an old school game. Look how far it's come.
I know, it's amazing. Yeah. So there you go. VR games that you can play mainly are all you can get on Oculus Quest, and then some of them you can play on PSVR as well. So
and Steam VR, I'm guessing as well.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. So yeah, make sure you check them out. Yeah. And that is it for Daily Gamer Podcast number 14.
14, can you believe it? 14 podcasts?
14, amazing. I'm absolutely loving it though. I haven't got bored of you.
Oh, me neither.
Why'd you say it like that?
I'm not bored of myself at all either.
No, okay, bored of yourself. I don't like this term.
No, I'm jesting. I'm jesting.
Okay, we'll see. You're replaceable, James. All right.
Sure.
Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed the podcast, and make sure you keep up to date with all our socials. We post on there daily Gamer Official, obviously daily Gamer, and also on our that's Instagram and on our YouTube as well, Daily Gamer Official.
Yes, follow us, follow.
Yes, do it, and we'll be back with you next week with hopefully a guest. We've got a guest booked.
Okay, cool.
So hopefully he doesn't cancel. It's Tim. He is from Unix Gaming. They do a lot of blockchain stuff. So
nice.
Hopefully, if all goes well, he'll be with us next week. So
amazing.
Make sure and stay tuned for that, and we will see you next week.
Bye.
Yeah.